Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out the budget-friendly dual dynamic driver IEM, the KZ Taurus. Okay, so just basically if you're thinking about hi-fi on a budget, retailing around $23 on keephifi website, this is what you should get. Okay, so let's dive straight into what you get in the box, then into the sound, the comfort, and whether it's worth it for gaming or music. Let's go at what you get inside the box. So the box is pretty much compact. It's quite similar to our previous keephifi earphone, which is the CCZ Harmony BC01 Pro, and that cost around, I think it was $26, and this one is around only $23. And the box is pretty much simple. You can look over here. It's simply just a simple cardboard over here. Okay, and the color that I was sent is the black one. And as far as I'm concerned, keephifi has a lot of good quality products at a very affordable price. So again, let's continue. What's in the box? Oh, there's a plastic cover on it. Okay, let's put it out. Okay, this let me take these two out. Okay, as you can see, the same thing as the CCZ Harmony. Okay, it's actually the connectors are, you can just simply connect it here. So the cable itself is detachable, and you can just buy an additional Bluetooth adapter. You can just clip it on and then you can just put it around your ears. So it's pretty much not heavy. It's quite okay, I'll say. But the design itself, the color black color with some sort of like a gold, or is it a rose gold or bronze colored design over here? I'm not too sure, but okay, let's look what else in the box. Let's take it out. And the one that I got is the one without the mic. You have the option to get, you can see over here, you have the option to get the cable with the mic on it and with switches as well. And the color that I took is actually black. You could get the crystal one, but I think black would be much more appropriate and looks kind of nicer than the crystal one. Okay, there's a user info as well as the warranty card, I believe. Now let's look at the cable over here. Okay. Alright, now I have one, not actually a complaint, I would say a comment with it. The cable doesn't, okay, let me see whether we can show you. The cable doesn't actually look exclusive or luxurious, okay? It looks quite simple and quite, I'll say somewhat rather looks quite cheap. My apologies, but I think the CCZ Harmony BC01 Pro has a better look on its cable. But overall, it looks good, not that bad. Right, I'm going to show you how you're going to connect this. So you actually have some sort of like a 2-pin over here, and there's two small slots in here. So what you got to do is look at this angle, and then you just simply put it inside. Okay, let me see whether I can do it correctly. So you just gotta put a little bit of strength, just a tiny bit, okay, and there you go. Okay, you are also given an extra earbud, then that totally depends on how big is your earlobe. Okay, mine, we are somewhat around here in the middle, then that should be alright. Now let's talk about the specs. Okay, so here's the lowdown. It has dual 8mm horizontal dynamic drivers in comparison to the previous one, which is the hybrid driver. And both horizontal dynamic driver, one is dedicated to bass, which is another one for the mid and also the high. I assume that the bass level is going to be quite good, and that would be really, I mean, this might be a really good choice for those who want to listen on the go. Alright, the impedance is about 36 ohm, and I'm not a sound engineer, but what I know is that if you're using this on, let's say, on a phone, on a Walkman or a phone, 36 high impedance, as much as the maximum impedance would be around 50. You don't go over 50 unless you want to go on a different, on higher or more capable device. But what I know is that if it's a 36 ohm, which is if you compare it to the CCZ Harmony, this should bring about more sound clarity and you'll be able to hear clearer sound. The sensitivity is about the same as the CCZ Harmony, which is about 105 decibel per milliwatt. I'm not sure whether that's the correct unit that I'm measuring right now. And it has it has a very wide frequency response at 20 Hz to 40 kHz. In comparison to the 6 Harmony, it's about 20 Hz to 20 kHz only. Okay. And this is the, as you can see, around ear silver plated cable, and it comes with the 3.5mm plug. I simply chose this and rather not the I didn't actually chose the USB-C, but I have another one coming soon, which comes with the USB-C plug. Putting it around my ears, I can say that build-wise, these are actually light and comfortable. The flexible thin cable sit nicely over the ear and doesn't tangle much in comparison to the CCZ Harmony. The cable looks nicer, however it tangles quite a bit. And as for sure, not detachable, which could be a plus or minus depending on you. And I looked into the website and I saw that there's one user who said that it's very light in weight but good in sound. So, and Taurus is not bass heavy. Overall, it's a good product, around $20. So yeah, I mean, that is his review, not from me. I mean, you could check it out. I mean, I even put up the link down below if you want to go and buy for it. So according to the IEM ranking, I think it was updated about at the end of August 2025. On the mid-range, it has a good presence and good clarity at about B grade. They only scored B at that mid-range. But the travel is airy, extended, well-controlled, and detailed. That's what the IEM ranking says. The sound dynamic, it only scores around average, rounded, and not super punchy. For those of you who want like really good punchy sound, you might want to go for a higher end earphone. And soundstage, decently wide and deep. Gaming performance, okay, this is just according to the IEM ranking. It is rated B plus because they said that it gives good ambience and positioning cues, though not hyper precise. So what does it mean by hyper precise? Is when you're playing games that you want a very highly differentiated sound and very clear, super clear sound. But those you can only get at a very high-end model, and especially that works in a headphone rather than earphone. So in short, they say that vocals and trebles stand out, the dynamic is a bit relaxed, but overall pretty fun for its price. Come on, it's only like $23. I mean, don't expect too much on this, but it should works really well. It should be in. You could compare it to other models, especially those on the higher pricing. And if you were to compare it, okay, this one comparison, okay. I'm not sure whether I could say this. Okay, again, I'm not a sound engineer, but I can say that from the website, they say that the Taurus scores better than Kiwi Ears Dulce. How to pronounce that? Especially in treble and gaming. Dulce scored C for gaming and had uneven treble. Okay, and if your priorities are vocal clarity and roomy soundstage, these actually punch above their price. So just like I mentioned just now, if you want the vocals, a very, I would say, slightly higher average clarity and a roomy soundstage, this would be good. So, bottom line, okay, let's talk about this. So after all the testing, I could say that the KZ Taurus is a friendly, engaging IEM with impressive clarity and treble for under $25. It's not perfect, I mean it's still a budget earphone, but it delivers impressive value worthy of a spot on your radar. So if you're on a tight budget, you can try this out. If you found this helpful, please drop a like, subscribe for more budget audio deep dives. I mean, I got another one coming in, and let me know what's next on your wish list in the comment. I'll try to get that one. And to be honest, as my second earphone, it probably about the same. But okay, I got one last thing that I want to say. Okay, let's say if for me who is not very too too expert in terms of sound, I must say this is about the same as the CCZ Harmony. Okay, and it ranges at about, I mean, slightly above average. The price is about $26 for CCZ Harmony, and this is only like $23. So at the current time where I shoot I'm shooting this video, the price is at around $23. So, and it is also quite similar. However, if you're looking into the design, if you're a lady, I must say, you might want to consider CCZ Harmony in comparison to this. Unless if you're really interested in this type of color, black or clear, to match with the cable, then you might go with this. Alright, that's it guys. Thank you very much. Catch you in the next one. Peace out.